Money is a necessity. You cannot function without it. So it's safe to say that anything involving money should be something you should know about. That's why in today's video, we will be uncovering the top 14 secret laws of money. Starting with number 1. When there is a crisis, money is made. Warren Buffett, a Wall Street icon and the top billionaire according to Forbes, famously remarked that the key to success on Wall Street is to try to be greedy when others are afraid and being afraid when others are being greedy. This advice applies to all financial decisions because astute individuals identify lucrative opportunities during times of crisis. Why? Because some needs to amplify, increasing demand and causing prices to drop. How do people make money when everything has stopped, real estate is performing poorly, and stocks are in free fall? The wealthy make asset purchases, restructure loans, and increase their liquidity during this time. For instance, the seller may accept the offer if someone offers to pay $750,000 for a piece of property with $1 million value in an average economy. Why? Because nobody wants to purchase a home amidst a crisis. Because there is little demand, the buyer has more negotiating power. It's a buyer's market. Once the economy returns to normal, if the same buyer keeps the house for roughly 2 years, he will undoubtedly profit from capital gains. The same is true for stock markets. During times of crisis, stock prices may fall, but this will pass. The rich who know financial principles will be actively buying as most people panic and begin to sell as prices decline to prevent losing anything. Economic hardship presents the ideal possibility to raise your net worth because it is a temporary condition. Therefore, save some money and make suitable investments when the next one comes. Number 2. Exchange happening during the game of money. Exchange is how money is created. Some people have a source of income, whereas others have not. Not much of a difference seems to exist, but there is. When you exchange your time and effort for money, you make money. In other words, you're paid for the same amount each hour you labor. You are said to be making money when you invest your time, effort, and ingenuity once and receive payment repeatedly. Suppose you create a new product and are paid each time a sale is made. However, money must flow from one source to yours to make a living. The funds must leave the buyer's wallet and enter the company's account for a business to complete a transaction. For the transaction to occur, there must be some advantage. Therefore, you must create something worth of the exchange to take place if you want to draw your money into the account. Number 3. Money brings more money. One of the most critical financial laws of the 21st century may be this. Ever wonder why only wealthy people hang out with wealthy people? It's not that they don't want to be around poor people. Instead, their financial situation only draws those who fall in the same economic class. Most people frequently claim that the rich are proud and separate themselves from the poor, but the two social types have virtually little in common. In light of this, making friends with wealthy people is a requirement if you want to be rich. You will gradually pick up their methods, develop their habits, and become one of them if you have wealthy pals. These people are constantly surrounded by chances, know how to create money, and live lifestyles that boost their wealth. Number 4. Money is simple to get, but more challenging to keep. Many people have easy access to cash, but struggle to keep it. Let me explain the large check phenomenon to make this apparent. A real estate salesperson makes $200,000 monthly after selling a $6 million home. He begins to live through as he makes that much money every month for the following few months, even though he only makes approximately $17,000 monthly. This advance payment tricks the agent into focusing on the entire sum and overspending. Most people overreact when a few zeros arrive in their bank account unexpectedly. They squander the money, altering their lifestyle instead of prudently investing it to double it, unaware that the increase is just temporary. Cash is simpler to earn, but challenging to preserve since it stays where it is cultivated and cared for. According to the Forbes list, 80% of newly minted millionaires lose their position annually. That certainly gives one fuel for thought. Number 5. Money is a secret lover. When money is involved, secrecy works best. Always keep a hidden account. Please. Always keep a private fund that only you are aware of, according to the guideline. Never share all of your financial information. Always maintain some degree of privacy. Why is this such a big deal? Human nature dictates that when others are aware of your financial situation, they frequently try to take advantage. Although they will constantly want money from you, I'm not saying that you shouldn't help when your close friends or family are in need. Additionally, it may strain your relationships if you decline their offer of assistance while they are aware that you have it. However, keeping a hidden account might be a lifesaver in an emergency, since anything can happen at any time and leave you needing money. Your company may be in danger of going out of business while still having to pay your staff, or there may be an emergency that requires spending money you hadn't budgeted for. Number 6. Money detests stability. Although it may sound absurd, what I'm saying is true. Describe what we mean by it, please. Moving money from one place to another is its favorite activity. Like humans, when cash gets bored, it stops working and it may even leave, which results in losses. But let's spend a little more time on this. For instance, if you continually pour money into a firm without seeing any returns, eventually it gets stale, and you end up only making losses. The same holds true for income diversification. Capital enjoys being invested in many ventures. All you have to do is sit and watch it come at you from various angles at the end of the day. Money kept in a bank account is essentially wasted. Please note that I do not refer to the previously mentioned secret account for emergencies. Make sure your money is working for you and moving around, so that you may earn more. Number 7. Money adores risk takers. In actuality, you are less inclined to take risks as you age. For instance, a 23-year-old has more fantastic financial room for chance than a 70-year-old. Your risk tolerance is unquestionably lower when you are younger. Money loves risk takers, so if your lifelong strategy is to play it safe, you might not be successful. There's always a risk along with excellent prospects. Make smart investments and take reasonable risks in whatever you do while you're still young. Number 8. Spenders are despised by money. What happens if you remove sugar from a jar but don't replenish it? It will eventually be vacant. Similarly, money will never increase in value if it's constantly wasted. A counteraction must be done for every dollar spent to replace or even treble it. Most wealthy individuals who can afford to live extravagant lives have the necessary systems to replace the resources they use. If you don't have a reliable way to recoup your money, you can't afford to fly first class, drive the priciest automobiles, or live in ideal homes. The practice of saving in itself is an education. It nurtures every virtue, teaches self-denial, it cultivates every sense of order, trains foresight, and thus broadens the mind. This is my favorite saving quote from Thornton D. Munger. Number 9. Genuineness is adored by money. When it comes to finances, play by your own rules. Innovative and original ideas will always find a market. Even though there is a severe lack of creativity in business, it sells, and organizations tend to default to what they sell rather than what they stand for. Being an entrepreneur frequently entails challenging the status quo and tenaciously advancing a concept you believe in. While you should strive to learn from successful individuals and glean nuggets of advice from them, you shouldn't aim to live precisely as they do, because no two people's circumstances are the same. It's essential to be genuine and craft your own financial journey. Start with what you already have, learn from others' suggestions, and create your own plan. Number 10. Money enjoys being in control. If we're being sincere, money is like being controlled. Never allow your funds to go out of control. Otherwise, trouble will ensue. Keep track of how much money you have in each bank account and how much is frequently spent on costs. Money will rule you if you don't keep it under control. Your finances will decide what you can and cannot buy if you don't set a monthly spending limit. If you don't have control over your finances, they will have power over you, which may lead to debt. That would be horrible news, wouldn't it? Number 11. Money can never be the issue and the solution. Money unquestionably isn't the answer if the problem is money. People make mistakes in this area. Since they are short on cash, they believe taking out extra loans will help them resolve their issues. What follows then? They get trapped in a cycle of increasing debt that they can't afford. Why not seek additional sources of income rather than taking out more debt to address your current financial problems? There's no other method to deal with a money issue. You can establish a business, work a second job, or find a side gig. Number 12. People are not changed by money. I know that most of you will undoubtedly contest this statement, but it is the reality. Success and wealth won't alter who you are. They'll just highlight your existing qualities. Someone who suddenly develops pride and arrogance after becoming wealthy has always been proud and arrogant. Money simply allows them to be who they indeed are. Number 13. If you believe that having money would make you happy, you are poor. Benjamin Franklin, a founding father of the United States, reportedly stated, "Money has never made a man happy and it never will. Nothing about it is designed to bring about happiness. Men tend to want more the more they have. Money can never make you happy, but the things you can do with it will. It doesn't fill a void, it creates one." According to some, the sixth sense allows you to appreciate the other five. The only reason money is involved is because we require it to purchase all of the things that will make us happy. Some claim that happiness is a choice, and that material wealth has little to do with achieving it. Some argue that more incredible wealth entails more significant challenges. I think that while having money helps, it does not guarantee happiness. Number 14. Make money do the work for you. One significant difference between the rich and the poor may be seen if you pay close attention to both groups. The rich make money while the poor work for the money. A wealthy person will employ the brightest minds to manage his company while he utilizes his time to concentrate on strategy. as opposed to a poor person who will spend all of his time working for the wealthy. A wealthy person will have multiple passive income streams, whereas a poor person must struggle to make ends meet. While a poor person lives paycheck to paycheck and risks going hungry if he isn't paid, a wealthy man has a strategy for spending, and even an emergency reserve in case things don't go as planned. The differences are undeniably noticeable. The rich make money work for them. Money that works for you will only produce more money. And that is where we end in today's video. Thank you very much for watching, and please do leave a comment below on what you think is the secret money law that shocked you the most. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in our next video.